Stand on this side of her.
I'm not.
All right. Hey, Randall.
Thank you. What time? All right, thank you.
Thank you.
I can yell really loud. Not yet.
Check 1, 2.
That worked.
I can yell.
Lord
That's
have
the
mercy.
record.
Can I quote you?
That's on the record.
Yeah, okay.
Ask her kids if she can yell. Mom? Check 1, 2.
Maybe just record the whole thing. I can yell.
Check.
That's a new SBA meme.
How do you clear it?
Let's see the clock on the screen.
Brian, how would you clear this if you think? Then we'll start now. I did.
Don't be embarrassed. I'm taking the class on.
Well, you were just going to hold the thing.
I haven't taken class of all ones. Okay, great. Here we are. Yeah.
Check the level. Here we go. Record.
It's empty.
Good morning, everyone. If we want to get a couple of our team members behind us, feel free over here. We definitely want our, where's the other signs, the ones that were at the other house, Bandit Hill. Can you unfurl that banner, please? Yep. Just come behind us with that, please.
Good morning. Good to see you.
We really appreciate you all coming. What's going to happen is Marjorie Dannenfelser is going to make a statement, and we've got a few other people that are going to make statements, and then we will be sitting in the road and risking arrest, probably 15 or 20 of us being arrested, to call attention to the nearly doubling of the amount of babies that were killed. But I'm not going to speak right now. We're going to have Marjorie speak. I give you the one, the only, the brave, the controversial, the kind, Marjorie Dannenfelser.
Well, first off, I want to talk about Randall, who's not expecting this, but I met Randall almost 40 years ago when I was taking over my pro-life position, and I remember at the speech that you were giving, you had on tennis shoes, which were kind of out of sync with your outfit, and you said, you know why I've got these tennis shoes on? It's because I am going to race to the most urgent needs of the unborn child whenever that moment occurs. And those shoes, those feet have gotten you and me right here. After all those years, and I want to thank you for your influence in my own life. But and we're united as a movement. While we have different jobs in it, we're united in the unborn child. That unborn child who, at the very moment of conception, has all the DNA, has loaded completely, it's all preloaded, who that boy or girl will be. At 6 weeks, the heart is beating. We all know this. At around 12 weeks, you've got a fingerprint, for heaven's sakes. You can suck your thumb. All of us did this. This is where we all began. This is why this cause matters, because each one has equal dignity. We are united as a movement in this, and we are united in the as a movement in the dignity of the woman, the dignity that Susan B. Anthony, that all of her compatriots spoke of. Susan B. Anthony's newspaper said the act will burn her conscience in life, it'll burn her soul in the grave. But thrice guilty is the one who drove her to the dreadful deed. I'm pointing at HHS right now. Hear those words. We're here today with a message for President Trump, for Vice President Vance, for Secretary Kennedy, and Commissioner McCary. Restore the in-person dispensing by a doctor of this drug. What a modest thing to do for the women and children of America. Restore that to the Trump 1 policy. The Biden COVID era abortion drug policy has led to devastating moments of death for children and coercion and death for women. This is not a joke. We are united in the pro-life movement behind this, and this is what we expect to see. Abortion rates have gone up since Dobbs, not down, because the pills are going into the mail to anyone who wants them, to traffickers, to abusive boyfriends and husbands. They are proliferating and undermining the sovereignty of states that have passed pro-life protections, undermining Trump's own policy of let states do what they want. Right now, who's in charge of the laws of Alabama and North Carolina and Nebraska are the governors of California and New York, sending the pills in, undermining those pro-life protections, and threatening the life and welfare of women all over this country. So as HHS focuses its attention on food pyramids, on red dye in our food, on puppy mills, and other somewhat important actions, how about focus some attention on immediately, today, restoring in-person doctor visits before these abortion pills can do their horrific work. Our task really here is very simple, and that is to stop this abortion drug that is killing hundreds of thousands of children, far more than the drugs of cocaine, fentanyl, and heroin combined, killing, and it's the leading cause of death in our country right now. Our request is very simple. Do what you already did. It's so simple. Restore this. Restore the thing that you did before. It's the politically smart thing to do. 7 in 10 Americans agree that there should be a doctor visit, and do the right thing and save hundreds of thousands of children and protect their mothers. Thank you.
Marjorie was gracious to come today. So if you have, because she's got so many things going on, as do many of the other pro-life leaders, but if you have a question for Marjorie or me, we'll take it, actually just for Marjorie, we'll take it out of order, because Marjorie has to shoot out. So if you have a question for Marjorie, go ahead, and then we've got a few other people, and then I will take questions, and so will anyone else at the end. Any question for Marjorie?
We said it all? That's what my husband says.
She left them speechless.
Well, thank you. Thank you. Nobody really says that, so I appreciate it. But feel free to contact us if you actually have follow-up questions. Anybody? All right. Thank you. God bless you. Have a follow-up. We're not going to watch it.
Absolutely. Thank you.
I'm going to
See you soon.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to have several speakers that are all going to go 30 to 60 seconds. Do you hear me, guys? 30 to 60 seconds. That's it. Give them your best soundbite and let it fly. First is Nathan Burning, who is the founder of Let Them Live. This is the largest pro-life organization in America that helps women in crisis. They need a car payment, they need a rent payment, they need groceries, they need someone to stand with them for months. This organization exists to do that, unlike any other pro-life group in the country. I give you Nathan Burning.
Yeah.
Of course. But let me introduce you.
All right, here's Nathan's boss, Emily, his wife. They founded Let Them Live together, and she is now the, I don't want to mistake, are you the chairman of the board, the executive director?
President.
The president.
Yes.
All right.
Okay. Yep. Do I just hold it?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Thank you guys. We're here today because history is repeating itself, and a lot of us were told a story that just is not true. We were told abortion would be safe. We were told that it would protect women. But if we look around, the chemical abortion pill has become the chemical coat hanger, and the bathroom has become the new back alley. This is not what women were promised. The abortion pill is 22 times more dangerous than the FDA told the American people. And when the truth is buried, women are the ones who bleed in silence. And that is why we're standing here outside HHS, because HHS is not a bystander in this. HHS has the authority to regulate. They have the data and they have the power to act. And with all of that, they have still allowed a dangerous drug to remain on the market, pushed into women's homes with fewer safeguards than basic over-the-counter medication. That is not protecting women, that is negligence. So let us be clear about what we're asking for. Not another study, not another warning label, no more talking points. I am calling on HHS to ban the abortion pill and at the very least, regulate it so that women have to see a doctor in person before they can obtain these dangerous pills. Women deserve better than a chemical coat hanger sold as healthcare. They deserve better than being told to lock the door, flush the toilet, and call it empowerment. They deserve better than pain, trauma, and abandonment dressed up as choice. A drug this dangerous does not belong in the mail, it does not belong in bathrooms, and it does not belong in a healthcare system that claims to care about women. Truth matters and women matter, and a society that truly cares would never tell a woman that abortion is her only way out. Thank you.
All right, I'm back.
Nathan Burning.
Good job, Emily. All right, good morning. We're here today not because we want to be, but because we need to be. The abortion pill is a silent killer, destroying babies in the womb and killing and maiming their mothers. We are told that shipping abortion pills through the mail is modern medicine, but there's nothing modern about abandoning women in their most vulnerable moment. There's nothing modern about letting a woman bleed out and deliver a dead baby alone in her bathroom. A system that hands a woman a pill and then disappears is not healthcare. It is neglect. Like Emily said, we know the truth that was hidden for years. The abortion pill is 22 times more dangerous than the FDA claimed. That's a big deal. That is not a rounding error, that's not a technicality, that is a betrayal of public trust. When government lowers safety standards, it is not powerful people who suffer, it's women who are scared, isolated, vulnerable, and are ready, they're gonna bleed alone in their bathrooms. Let me say this clearly, demanding regulation is not anti-woman. This isn't even a abortion-related issue, really. We're talking about wanting to make sure that women have regulation of a drug that's gonna kill them, that has killed many of them. We're talking about making sure that the government is held accountable. So refusing to regulate this drug is failing our women. But this movement is not just about stopping harm, it's about offering something better. Because women do not wake up hoping for abortions,
They wake up needing help, they wake up needing stability, and needing someone to say, you can do this and you don't have to do it alone. A society that calls abandonment choice has lost its way, and we are here to call it back. We will not accept the lies dressed up as compassion. We will not accept harm dressed up as freedom. And we will not stop until women are given real alternatives to abortion. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Nathan. Dr. Monica Miller, please come on over here. She has probably filmed and taken pictures of more fetal remains, aborted children than any human on the planet. That's my estimation. Thousands and thousands of images, shown great respect. And she, an author, an activist, spent over a year of her life incarcerated. And I am honored and thankful to God to call her a friend. Iron sharpens iron, baby.
Okay, can you all hear me? Okay, I'm going to be very, very blunt and very short. The reason why we are here is because the Dobbs decision, first of all, the pro-life movement wasn't ready for Dobbs. We just got to admit that. Secondly, the Dobbs decision didn't go far enough. I read every single page of that decision, including the dissenting opinions, and I wrote in the margins, too bad, wrong, not far enough. Why? Because that decision did not defend the unborn as persons with a right to exist under the 14th Amendment. That's why we're here. No matter where human life is in danger, and we are living in a Holocaust with thousands of unborn children are murdered every month, we must stand up and not be afraid. Thank you, and God bless you all.
Thank you. Yes.
Herb Garrity was one of the 23 people that were pardoned by President Trump after spending 17 months in federal prison for trying to defend innocent children from being butchered and flushed into the DC sewer system. I'm so honored to call you a friend, and I'm so glad you're here.
Hey, so along with being one of the Trump pardonees, I'm also a pro-life atheist who works with a group called Secular Pro-Life. And through that, I usually speak to atheists and try to get them to understand the value of unborn life and bring them to the pro-life position and the pro-life movement. But today I actually want to speak to the Christians listening. Because throughout my time doing rescue, I've been told by several Christians that they appreciate the work that we do, that they respect people who are willing to take radical action to defend the unborn, but that they just don't personally feel called by God to do that. And as an atheist, I guess I can't argue with that, but I would just encourage any of you who think that to question whether a God who is calling you to have a comfortable middle-class life in the midst of a genocide is a God you really want to follow. Thank you.
Thank you, Herb. Or if they're not hearing right, I think that the better question, Herb, would be, maybe you're not really listening to God, because if he sent his son to sacrifice, there's your model, there's your example, to sacrifice. That's true, Jesus was a fetus. Carol Crossan, can you come on over?
Yes, Carol! We love you!
Carol is a hero to a lot of people.
Carol, we're doing 30 to 60 seconds now, but so that's just setting on fire.
Thank you. Yeah, so I'm with Feminists Choosing Life of New York. Our heroine, of course, is Susan B. Anthony. We happen to have one of the largest collections of her newspaper in the country. Oh, you can't hear.
Just
Closer. So we have one of the largest collections of Susan B. Anthony's newspapers in the country. In the 1870s, Susan B. Anthony was proud to talk about the law that was passed in New York State that would prohibit through the mail the sale and the transport of abortifacients. And of course, Susan B. Anthony's newspaper herself had a policy that they would not advertise any kind of abortifacient, which was a lucrative way of earning money. Her newspaper actually went out of business because she refused to support through the mail or through any advertising abortifacient. So we're finding a reversal of what she stood for, and that is, of course, everyone's heroine. She is, of course, the one that the 19th Amendment is named for, the Susan B. Anthony Amendment, giving us women the right to vote. So thank you.
Do me a favor and spell your name for everyone.
It's Carol without an E, Crossed, C-R-O-S-S-E-D.
The largest collection of Susan B. Anthony newspapers. That is cool. Melanie, where are you? All right, Melanie says she wants to wait. Teresa, come on over. This is Teresa Bukovac, who ran in the Democrat primary in 2 states in 2024. She is the founder and executive director of Progressive Anti-Abortion Uprising, and someone very dear to me.
Yeah, baby. Thank you. I'm so glad to be out here. I'm a progressive Democrat. I am an atheist. I believe in human rights. These babies that are targeted by the abortion pill, they are human beings. The very concept of a non-human,
Say it again.
the very concept of a human non-person has been used exclusively to discriminate against whole groups of human beings. The abortion pill is literally killing human beings. And this administration, RFK, Trump, J.D. Vance, they are not just looking the other way, they have actually become active collaborators in this genocide. And so today we are going to non-violently use our bodies to stand between these killers and the babies. Thank you.
Thank you, Teresa. Joan Andrews Bell has been arrested over 200 times, spent over 7 years of her life in jails and prisons, much of it in solitary confinement, and she hates it, but people refer to her as Saint Joan of Newark. Joan, I'm sorry to embarrass you, but I love you, and I thank God, and I'm so thankful to call you a friend. I give you Joan Andrews Bell.
I just ask all pro-lifers to debate issues and come with us and rescue children, rescue people.
Yes.
We debate issues, we rescue people. Thank you.
Thank you, Joan. Thank you, Joan. Connie, where are you? Come on over. Connie is with Progressive Anti-Abortion Uprising. Connie Becker, B-E-C-K-E-R.
Hello, testing. Hi, my name is Connie Becker. I am a mom, a student. I'm an activist for the Progressive Anti-Abortion Uprising. And I also happen to be a leftist, a feminist, an anti-racist, a person who's really passionate about human rights, about human dignity. I'm a whole life activist. And one of the things that really strikes me about abortion and the abortion pill is that it normalizes all of this violence. And it sees violence as the solution for problems. Our wombs are not vessels for violence. They should not be vessels for violence. And a baby in the womb is nothing but a person who's existing in the most peaceful state that somebody can exist. They don't mean any harm. They don't come in malicious intent. They're simply existing in their natural habitat. So abortion is excessive force. And if we ever want to live nonviolently, value peace, value human dignity, then we need to stop allowing our wombs to be vessels for violence.
Yeah.
Thank you. We need the microphone. We need the mic. Connie. You've got that mic on you. Avi, where are you? Avi, sir? Avi, here you go, honey.
30 to 60 seconds. Don't touch it.
Hi guys, my name is Avi. I'm the content manager for PAL, the Progressive Anti-Abortion Uprising. The one thing I want to talk about right now is how much this is affecting my peers, how much this is hurting my friends. I'm 19 years old, freshly 19. I have seen my best friend hemorrhage on her bathroom floor from the abortion pill. I have seen my peers go into the clinics. I have begged them to not. I have seen my friends' dead babies. We deserve better. Women deserve better. 19-year-olds, 20-year-olds, 30-year-olds, everybody deserves better than abortion, especially our younger generation that is being pressured and forced into a culture of death. Thank you.
All right.
Great job. Father Fidelis, you could give a few words. Father Fidelis has spent close to 1.5 years in prisons. He was also, you were pardoned by President Trump, right? He was also pardoned by President Trump and has been a source of solace, encouragement, and an example of sacrifice to thousands and thousands of people. Did we get that mic back? If you have the microphone on you when you are done, please don't walk away. Go ahead, put it on him, would you? All right.
My name is Father Fidelis Wyszynski. I am a Catholic priest. I'm a member of the Franciscan Friars of the Renewal. Life is a gift from God. Your life, my life, is a gift. The life of the child in the womb is a gift from God. Their lives need to be defended because they're under attack by Satan, who is a liar and a murderer from the beginning. And his weapon is the abortion pill. And so our government must ban immediately the abortion pill.
Yes.
It doesn't bring health, it brings death. It's not part of human services, it's part of human destruction. The Catholic Church is against abortion. If you are Catholic, you must be against abortion. There are members in the Trump administration who are Catholic. They must be against abortion. It's an obligation not only of common sense and reason, but of the faith. Our Lord Jesus says, "Let the little children come to me. Don't poison them in the wombs of their mother." God will ultimately be victorious because Jesus, our King, is risen.
Amen.
Praise be his name, now and forever.
Now and forever. Yes. Thank you, Father.
I want to play a little bit of a song for you. We finished this last night. This is a rough, but I am definitely declaring this as an anthem for what we intend to do. You'll be hearing it over and over.
Ban the abortion pill. Ban the abortion pill. Ban the pill. Ban the pill. Give babies a chance. Ban the pill. Get the song and dancing. Ban the abortion pill. Ban the pill. You say you're pro-life. Ban the pill. Stop turning the life. Embrace the strife. Ban the abortion pill.
Ban the abortion pill.
Ban the abortion pill. Ban the pill! Worldwide to ban the abortion pill. Ban the pill! The kill. Ban the pill!
Ban the pill.
Abortion pill. Here we go.
Ban the pill. Ban the pill.
Ban the abortion pill.
Woo! Yeah. Right.
That voice, this is it'll be much better, but that is Teresa's voice. Yeah. We're working on an album right now, pro-life anthems, and that will be one of them. So right now we're going to sing. Let's just do 2 times through on the bridge and the chorus. We left the guitar at church last night, but we are going to sing. You guys who know the song, please come on over here and sing it with us. We'll do the bridge.
No, we're going to sing the first verse.
Oh, sing it. You're the boss.
Sorry, Father.
A better world is possible, and it starts with us. We can end the suffering, we can give it up. Every generation has an obligation to non-violence and non-discrimination. And you know it's true, the unborn matter too. So join us and unite, for we have just begun to fight. Help us tell the nation we want a pro-life revolution. Help us tell the nation we want a pro-life revolution. Again! Help us tell the nation we want a pro-life revolution. Sing it, everybody! Help us tell the nation we want a pro-life revolution. Thank you, Washington, D.C. And now it is a great privilege and honor to introduce Sister Dee Dee Byrne, as she is affectionately known, surgeon, retired Army officer, head of I always get it wrong, Sister. Little Workers of the Sacred Heart. All right, we're even now. So you might remember that a few years ago, Sister Dee Dee was one of the main speakers at the Republican convention. She has done dozens of reversals. So those of you who are local Washington media, I am inviting you, or national media for that matter, but I'm inviting you to interview her privately afterwards, maybe do a special interview with her a day or a week or a month from now. But this surgeon, this medical doctor, has saved multiple lives, because after women take the first pill and they have a crisis of conscience, they have been able to reach out to her, they've been able to connect, and their babies are alive today. I give you a hero, Sister Dee Dee Byrne.
Thank you, Randall, for the introduction. Well, really, everything is for our Lord. Everything is for our Lord. Can you hear? Okay.
Speak right into the mic.
So, as Randall said, we do the abortion pill reversal, but so I learned something. We learn something new every day, and not too long ago, I learned that after researching, and Monica Miller, who wrote a beautiful book, has written about this, I believe. But you know, the abortion pill was discovered in 1980 by a French doctor. He just died last year. The company started, the initials of this company in France was started with an RU. In this company's uncle company, this company that has killed millions and millions and millions of babies worldwide, the uncle company is the same company that made gas for the Jews in Nazi Germany. So the Nazi Germany company, pharmaceutical company that has killed 9 million Jews and non-Jews alike, gave this a satanic extension of a company. It's only the devil that can do have this planning. A satanic extension of the RU company. I learned also, even after 29 years of being in the Army, I learned that 86 means to annihilate, to get rid of. So if you're a bartender and the boss says, 86, this dude has had a few too many drinks, 86 means to annihilate or to get rid of. Are you 486? Are you 486? That's the slang term or the trade term for the abortion pill. You know, so we are all saying, instead of Mephisto, we're saying, I have been saying, are you 486? I've been into that satanic discussion for too long. We have to stop saying, are you 46? We are against the Mephisto. It is in 2000 we took this drug in. It's very similar to the spike protein jab that many people were forced to take in 2020. The methpristone was put on the market in 2000 here in the United States without any study of how safe it is. It is it's so dangerous. It's the #1 drug being sold in this country. And girls can take this, young girls can get it online without a doctor's evaluation, without an ultrasound, which is malpractice, HHS. It's malpractice to allow these children and their children, many of them, to take this pill in the privacy of their own home. This doctor who died last year who discovered this poison drug was so excited, he was ecstatic that women could now finally have a safe and effective and a very private way of ending her first trimester. So we just ask our Lord to be with each one of you today as you go on to follow Randall Terry in his movement here of Operation Rescue. Just keep each person safe. And as Joan Bell always says, it's for the babies. It's for the babies. So thank you for inviting me to come. And I love you all and pray for you. And that's about it.
You're awesome.
Thank you, sister.
Thank you, sister. Woo! Honor to have you here. Let's get one more picture of her holding the sign, if you would. That was fun. I want to, in a couple minutes, we're going to go out into the street and get arrested, those of us who are going to make our statement with civil disobedience. I have a lot of friends who have said to me, if I was in Nazi Germany, I would have stood up for the Jews. Or people who've said, oh yeah, if I was around in the 1840s and 50s, I would have helped black people and slaves, all slaves, get to freedom in Canada. And I say to them, bullshit. You are insane, you are self-deceived. We can end the Holocaust in this country just by our vote. The number of people in this country that say they are pro-life and yet vote for baby-killing candidates is unthinkable. This Holocaust continues because of the support of Roman Catholics, evangelicals, Baptists, mainline Protestants, secular people, people who say that they're for human rights, atheists who look the other way when they see a pile of dead human remains and pretend that they're not murdered victims. We are to blame as a culture. We are to blame. The single largest voting bloc inside of the Democrat Party are Roman Catholics. The second largest voting bloc are African Americans. My vice presidential candidate, Stephen Broden, said, the Democrat Party is doing the work of the Ku Klux Klan, lynching black babies in their mother's womb. President Trump was an honorable man in 2016. He made a deal. He's a businessman. He's a political animal. He made a deal. He said, you get me elected to the Christian right? President Trump said to the Christian right, to the pro-life movement, get me elected and I will appoint judges to overturn Roe. He did it. Thank you, President Trump. But then he learned that so much of the pro-life movement and the Christian right is a paper tiger, that we actually don't have the political firepower to accomplish a lot of our goals and to complete a lot of our rhetoric. We have to give the Trump administration the reason to ban this. We need to create the social tension. We need to follow the rule book, the playbook of Dr. Martin Luther King and Gandhi and others who showed that social tension precedes social change and political change. We must create social tension on behalf of the babies. So you've heard from various people. Some of you know we have launched what we are calling Rescue Resurrection. I am the founder of Operation Rescue. I've been arrested 50 times. Today will be number 51. I spent over a year of my life incarcerated. And by the kindness of Almighty God and a lot of hard work, I had the privilege of leading the largest civil disobedience movement in American history, the peaceful civil disobedience. Read the history. From 1987 to 1994, we had over 75,000 arrests. And that helped create the political firepower of the pro-life movement that ended up overturning Roe. You can do the math. The problem is, when Bill Clinton signed FACE into existence, freedom of access to clinic entrances, it broke our back. And the political momentum that we had created went to seed. And then those people went into politics, and they went into the Republican Party, and they became political activists, and we extracted from multiple politicians the promise that they would be pro-life, that they would only appoint pro-life judges to the federal judiciary. So it helped us get to the overturn of Roe, but now we're anemic. Now the pro-life movement is tame. Now the pro-life movement is a toothless tiger. It's letterhead. It's a fundraising machine. For the love of God, we have got to sacrifice and act like these are real human beings that are dying.
They are.
Yes. If abortion is murder, let's act like it's murder.
That's right.
And if you were about to be murdered, what would you want me to do?
Rescue.
Tweet? Do a meme?
No.
Send out a press release?
Go to a march.
Go to a march?
Tough.
No, you'd want me to physically intervene. You'd want me to scream my lungs out. You'd want me to have a reaction that was equal to the crime. And that is what we must have. A reaction that is equal to the crime. I don't want to hear another human being say to me that abortion is murder and then vote for a God-hating baby killer like Kamala or Biden. God have mercy on our souls. God have mercy on this country. God forgive us for the blood that is crying from the ground for vengeance. I so appreciate Herb's rebuke to the Christian community. But I want to say for the record, the problem is not with the Almighty. The problem is with those of us that are hearing or think we're hearing. We've lived alongside of an evil for so long that we've grown callous to it. And we can't even hear the voice of God or the voice of the blood crying out, saying, stop this genocide. Stop this genocide. End this genocide. And so we are here today as a part of a movement to resurrect rescue and to resurrect civil disobedience, massive civil disobedience. Remember this day. Remember this day, because if things go the way they should go and the way God would have them go, you will see hundreds and then thousands of people take to the street and say, end this godless genocide forever. Thank you for coming.
Amen. Woo!
If you have any questions for me or any of the people here, now is a window. And by the way, we are calling on President Trump. President Trump, thank you. I want to speak directly to President Trump. President Trump, thank you for giving us the justices that overturned Roe. But President Trump, we can never make America great again if America is killing her children. We cannot be a great nation if we have to wade through the blood of innocent babies. J.D. Vance, you cannot be a great president if you have to wade through the blood of innocent babies to get to the White House. Any questions for any of us?
Do we have prayer before we go?
No, it's got to be press, Elaine. Elaine, only press, please. All right, give us a minute and we're going to get arrested.
This thing's already started.
He wants you to wait. Okay, this is not like some.
Can we give you the
I'm honored to help, and you guys are here. Appreciate that. All right, and we'll come right back. All right, thank you.
Actually met in person.
If I may.
Pretty good, man. Have you been to jail now?
Check. So we are, give us 10 minutes.
That was my first time doing it for the babies. Thank you.
By the way, for the playbook, for those of you who are writing and not filming, we have worked with police departments all over the country. Our quarrel is not with the police. So we long for the day when the police are going to the abortion mills and handcuffing the murderers instead of us. So thank God for Chet Gallagher. So the police have asked us if we would just wait a couple minutes because they're organizing so that we're not clogging up the system and they can deal with other real criminals. And so in honor of speaking with them, in about 10 minutes, that's when we're going to go into the street and block traffic and be arrested.
Are they going to give warnings so people can go out and then leave?
Thank you. And I'm available.
What about the post and forfeit?
Yeah, so the way that this works, all of you who are here right now, who are wondering whether or not you should be arrested. I see a priest, I see different people. You've been wondering if you need to do a carol. You've been wondering. Listen to me. The police, here's what they're going to do. They're going to set up tables. They're going to arrest us, process us here on the site. We're going to do our post and forfeit, and they're going to let us go. And that's the end of it. There's no trial. There is no return court date. There is no arrest record. You'll be out in the next 2 hours. You're not going to go to jail anywhere. You're literally not going to leave this area. That's a decision that they have made, and we're content to go along with that. So this is such a low-risk, easy situation. I don't want to say shame on you if you don't get arrested, but I won't say that, but this is too easy to not do. We need to do this to make a statement. God help us when we look at Dr. King and the civil rights movement and say that they're great, but we don't want to do what they did when the cost is so much less. I don't see any water cannons. I don't see any dogs. This is not a big deal, people, but it's a statement for the babies. Doc, where did you come from, brother? Michigan. People came from Michigan. What states are y'all from who came here to get arrested? Minnesota?
New Jersey.
New Jersey? New York? California? Philadelphia? Wisconsin? Did you bring the cheese? Illinois? Good. What else? Tennessee? Florida? Georgia? Excellent. Joan Andrews is here if anyone wants to talk to her. Teresa Bukovac, myself, Carol, any of the people that you want to speak with. But we will be starting momentarily. Thank you.
Okay, so I'll just kind of talk while we wait for this to proceed, but just to kind of explain what's going on out here. This is the group calling themselves Operation or Rescue Resurrection, which is them bringing back Operation Rescue, which was the organization that in the 80s and 90s would physically blockade abortion clinics. And so that led, as Randall Terry just described there were 75,000 arrests during that time period, usually for trespassing, civil disobedience, and things like that, or civil disorderly conduct and things like that, relatively low level. But that led to President Bill Clinton signing the FACE Act, which protected access to abortion clinics as a civil right, and therefore made it a much more severe crime for them to block clinics like that. So he has started that again. And I actually was at the first event. I live streamed in December as they did their first of the Rescue Resurrection events. That was actually in Memphis, Tennessee, where they blockaded a Planned Parenthood. And the reason, in part, that they've restarted it is that in the past year, President Trump, since being inaugurated for the second time, pardoned all of the, I believe all, but more than 20 federal prisoners who had been imprisoned under FACE, thus letting them free, some of whom are here right now. He also instructed the Attorney General, Pam Bondi, essentially not to enforce FACE except, and I believe the wording was, except in the most egregious circumstances. Those details essentially enabled this sort of the clinic blockades to continue without them having to be concerned that they would end up federally charged, essentially because President Trump will not federally charge them. So, of course, the Health and Human Services Department is not an abortion clinic itself, and so they wouldn't have been subjected to that here, but their plan is to enter the street and commit an act of civil disobedience. Here in Washington, D.C., because this happens so frequently, people using that tactic, I already heard them say to the police and have a conversation about it, they plan to do a post and forfeit, which means that in the next 5 minutes or so, you're going to see people go onto the street and be arrested by MPD. There may be Capitol Police involved. Yeah, it's both Capitol Police and MPD who are going to make those arrests. However, they will be offered the opportunity to post and forfeit, which essentially means that assuming that they don't have any outstanding warrants or any kind of issue like that, that they would be given the opportunity to pay $50 on site, void any right to ever appeal, say, yes, I did the thing, and essentially they'd be released without ever having to return to court or something like that. So that civil disobedience is upcoming sort of any minute. And the reason for their demonstration is that they are hoping that the Department of Health and Human Services, currently led by Robert F. Kennedy, which, by the way, Make America Healthy. Again, you can see that's the sign. This is outside HHS here in Washington, D.C. The premise of their protest, of course, is that they are hoping for either an outright ban on the abortion pill or for it to not be accessible by mail. They essentially want HHS to regulate or ban the abortion pill. So they will be protesting and presumably being arrested for that essentially any minute now.
It's federal legislation dating back to the Great that bans the mailing of abortifacient, contraceptive, materials, in federal law on sending the abortion pill in the mail. It already is a law. And this is not my mom was 19 years old in New York in 1998.
Hey. Yeah, thank you. Be here tomorrow too.
I could have been if abortion was legal, I probably would have been. But my mom was a great mom. She raised me. She loved me. My mom ended up getting married. Vintage shotgun wedding. But I'm here. And your baby might be an inconvenience now. It might cause you problems, difficulty. You're going to be a great mom. And when you hold that little boy, that little girl, you're going to say one thing, God, that I did not kill my child.
We would simply enforce the law. There is already a penalty.
Contact let them.
Well, in an environment where the president the fast tracking.
lot of time. Just for people to sit. Please make that happen, guys. Yeah. Otherwise, we'll take the ride.
I want the cheese.
From Wisconsin.
And some cheese. This man is a hero in the pro-life movement, and he brought the cheese. Cheesehead. Where in Wisconsin are you from?
Randall, were they saying that they weren't going to accept payment until the next day, so people would have to stay here? Was that the problem? So again, to my audience watching, the folks who were the police who just came and interacted with that was Randall Terry, the founder of Operation Rescue and kind of leader of this rescue resurrection that's taking place now. What the police basically came and said to him is that although they would allow them to do the post and forfeit, which means that they'd be arrested and then released on site here, that they wanted them to have to pay the $50 fine tomorrow, which would essentially mean that they, I guess would have to deal with something tomorrow as well, which is what Randall Terry was trying to say to them would be some kind of an undue burden because of the people who traveled here and were anticipating leaving today. So we'll see what happens. It looks like the police are approaching again.
Which agency are you with?
News to Share. It's my own Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. News, the number 2, share. One word.
News to Share.
Yes.
If he came out and talked to you guys and shake your hand, what's the one thing you would say to President Trump right now? All right, thank you so much. All right, so we're here with another protester who is planning potentially on getting arrested. Why are you out here?
We're here because
why did you travel all this way?
I understand. No, I need to. Can you pay for other people?
You have to pay for yourself.
You have to yourself. If someone else gets arrested, he gets arrested, I can't pay for that.
Many are gathering later this week in the city
I need to speak with only the people who are willing to risk arrest over by that red tape. And media, please leave us alone for a minute.
What's your step?
I need to speak with the people who are willing to get arrested right now.
Robert!
Okay, so again, to just summarize to my people watching the problem that's taking place, and he kind of asked for the media to leave him alone while he self-briefs, but I can say what I just witnessed the police say to them, which is that essentially what this group had hoped for is that they'd be able to block a street, get arrested, pay their $50 fine immediately, and then leave and be on their way. Essentially what the police have told them is that they would have to return the next day, tomorrow, in order to make the payment, that they wouldn't be able to take the payment on site. It would have to be taken tomorrow, and that they would have 2 weeks to pay it, but that it would have to be in person. And so essentially Randall Terry was saying that was creating a problem because many of them anticipated sort of coming and then leaving today. The police were saying, well, then have the person, not get arrested if that's an inconvenience to them, which he then went on and said, that he can't, that's untenable. So it looks to me like as he's having like a little huddle with the people who intend to get arrested, of which I see about 10 or 15 who kind of joined him over there, that they're going to figure out how to sort of deal with that. But the police did say that if somebody was arrested today and then didn't pay the $50 in person themselves in the next 2 weeks, that there would be a warrant sought for their arrest, which is what he was trying to avoid. So once again, we'll just kind of wait and see what happens here.
I love this process.
It is kind of interesting to see it be.
No. I mean, it is interesting because I've never heard that paying the next
No, this
day.
is a new thing to be annoying.
I mean, it's literally, the only thing I can possibly think of that it would be
It
to stop
disincentivizes
people from doing exactly what they're trying to
It
do.
disincentivizes people from taking a single day trip here to get arrested.
I'm wondering whose policy that was.
I mean, isn't the AG now the Fox News lady?
Yeah, that's interesting.
So I assume that was done to slightly soften the assistance of the post enforcement system. It's like a little more annoying. It's also like 90% climate protests, or like other
I'm not asking you to change your world.
That's interesting. I can take this weather. This is nice. I hope it's vaguely close to this tomorrow. I know it's supposed to be colder. Yeah, trying to be positive, boy.
No positive.
No positive. Only negative.
There is only science.
Ford.
I told you last time.
What's that? I know. I just saw Dominic sent it to me, and so I was just telling him.
I don't care enough.
But he's a former Democrat.
He said Ford Fischer says what? He doesn't care.
Have a podcasty type interview or whatever at noon. It would be good to either be home for or just somewhere where I can stay. If we did stay.
Flying with lots of other ideas about morality. That's fine. From a perspective, getting home.
Weird technical problems with the camera. Like it's stop it from there, basically.
Oh.
I haven't had a chance to do like
Concerning.
A reset. Yeah, very concerning. Especially considering this is the new one. Like this is the old one's having no problem. That's been beat to hell and
old reliable.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to start in 1 minute. We're going to start from over there. We're going to sing We Shall Overcome. We're going to go and sit in the room.
That makes total sense. Like, we're out on the sidewalks reading about climate change.
Yeah, we're going to go in the I'll only do 2 lanes. I'll come here. All right, thanks.
And so, I think that it's just not.
Ladies and gentlemen of the press, we're going to begin now. We're going to start from over there, walk over here, and be a voice for the unborn. There's going to be 3 warnings. If you're willing, there's going to be 3 warnings. So come over there and join us and walk over.
it.
You guys ready?
We're gonna go straight into that street. We're gonna sit down.
We shall overcome. We shall overcome. We shall overcome one day. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome someday.
Sitting outside of HHS.
We'll walk hand in hand someday. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe that we shall overcome someday. We shall all be free. We shall all be free. We shall all be free. We shall all be free someday. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe that we shall overcome. All right, I'm going to play this song again. Do your best to stay with it. It's fun.
So this sit-in is
Any of you
in
who are air pumping, feel free.
Department of Health and Human Services, so that there'll be a get the abortion pill. The FDA, HHS,
Ban the abortion pill. Ban the abortion pill. Ban the abortion pill. Ban the abortion pill. Ban the 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 pill.
Not being arrested, you need to leave the street. You're not being arrested, leave the street. If you don't plan on being arrested, you need to go onto the sidewalk. You're not being arrested, onto the sidewalk. You're not being arrested, you're on the sidewalk.
Ban the pill! the abortion bill! Ban the abortion bill! Ban the abortion bill!
Man, if you don't go inside, I'm going to be arrested.
We will ban them, yes we will!
I told you twice.
Abortion pills, yes they kill! We will ban it, yes we will! We will ban it, yes we will! Ban the abortion bill! Ban the abortion bill! Hey! Ban the abortion bill! Trump! Ban the abortion bill! Ban the abortion bill! HHS! Ban the abortion bill! Killing! Ban the abortion bill!
Ban the abortion pill. DC Code 221307, which states that it's unlawful for a person alone or in concert with others to engage in a demonstration in an area where it is otherwise unlawful to demonstrate, and to continue or resume engaging in a demonstration after being instructed by a law enforcement officer to cease engaging in that demonstration. If you remain in the street, you'll be placed under arrest. Your third warning.
Thank you, sir. All right, that was our third warning. For anybody here who does not want this arrest, all right. We're here.
One pro-life revolution. Help us tell the nation. We want a pro-life revolution. Help us tell the nation. We want a pro-life revolution. Help us tell the nation. We want a pro-life revolution. Help us tell the nation. We want a pro-life
God bless you, Joan. Love you.
We're not to do our best job to try to get you up into any position. If you line it up with additional charges, we can get arrested. So we'd rather not apply to the base. So if we get you 180, you can stand on 20 hours for that, and we'll process you at 180. Okay? If you are unable to, or you wish to resist, that's fine. Then we don't want you to use it.
Hey, Joan. No babies right now in this street that are being killed. You can get up. I see.
I'll pay your bond, Joan.
Yep, I'll pay your bond, Joan.
Okay. Be gentle.
Well, let's do this right. Let's do this right. Get her legs together.
We love you, Joan.
We love you, Joan. Thank you for what you're doing.
Now, there may be some specific ones that are at the end of the day,
Do me a favor, go ahead and back up a little, guys. Back it up. Go ahead and back behind that post right there. That'd be great.
Thank you.
Oh, I apologize. Keep going, back up.
Well, our government we're much more united behind a clear and simple goal. Which our goal of 20 years, while it took us a second, to get there, was always over.
There were actually more strategies in that era that you weren't here for.
There were more strategies, but the end goal.
No, the next goal. You had rescue, which had a completely rescue approaches in that era had completely different strategies. It was not a legacy strategy, and it was very effective. You have.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were back there.
Oh, no. That was so funny.
You had a whole variety of
Usually it's but I mean,
Joan, we're with you.
All right. This is up, Mike.
well, yeah.
single wall and a single regulator. Right this time.
Well, thanks for all you do.
So it's what I'm bringing to that.
Probably all we do.
Hey. Correct, yeah. I'm all right.
That's a terrible thing.
Yeah, I don't know why that was like that. Did they not start or did they already finish? Oh, okay.
It's either 15 with someone or 16 total or 16 with someone. I'm not quite sure yet.
Joanne made it confusing.
Yeah. They already took their selfies, so.
That's such a funny way to do that.
Lime scooter involuntarily participating in the
who is getting arrested out in the street today, as you can see behind me. Her and her group of protesters were blocking the street to ban the abortion pill. That's what they were chanting and singing. And now the police have moved in.
Yeah. Right? And there are some alone, you know, like leave them alone. Yeah. And but then it's like, oh,
looks like they confiscated her rosary. She was praying the rosary just before being arrested.
It forces them to say
pro-life Catholic pressure. They confiscated the rosary and now policing her.
downstairs. No, like downstairs.
There's a place here in the van now. Again, this is a peaceful protester praying the rosary in the street.
We love you, Joan.
So you're good.
Do you need space? I was saying, do you need space? I mean, like, you can sneak in there.
We love you, Joan.
Okay. Wait, yeah, I've read your stuff. Yeah.
Nice to meet you. John.
Walter Willis.
Good to see you again. Be in person. It's been a couple of years. It's been a year, I think, since the last time we met again.
Well, I guess it's been a year.
We both met with the one sit in.
Joan. She's Joan.
You sound like one of the interns.
Cassidy, you don't visit Memorial.
There's no reason why.
I'm with Hal. Who are you with?
Myself.
Okay.
like you to be not into this side, maybe on that side.
Yep, if you can.
Who are you? Sorry.
You're
security for this building?
Yes, exactly. Yeah, if you don't mind, just post it outside there. If you want to take the operations out, let them decide over there.
I guess there's 40 people at Planned Parenthood.
Oh.
Survivors of abortion Holocaust. Just with the photo of Terry sitting down. That's ungood. Such a too hot.
I didn't feel like arguing with them, but like it's kind of this HHS security was like, can you not be there? Can you go around? Like, so you're not in front of
It's actually a better shot anyway.
I guess it is.
DHS.
No, I know.
I agree though. I mean, it's like, come on.
I said, who are you?
Yeah. It's funny because this, I mean, I was saying it, this is a more the security issue thing because you can actually see the laptop screens.
Yeah, right.
I don't want to say it because then they push us across the street or something.
Right. So, just for my people watching, just for context of what you're looking at here, the people behind me are actually technically under arrest. Well, there's police and then there's the people who are under arrest. The little table that you see there is so that they can do what's called post and forfeit, which is here in Washington, D.C. for certain very low-level offenses, such as blocking the street, as just happened. They give them the opportunity to post and forfeit, which basically means that they, admit guilt on site, pay a $50 fine, and then they are let go without ever having to show up to court or sort of incurring a, criminal record. So there are about between 10 and 15 people who got arrested there, and there was additionally one activist who chose to stay in the street and got basically separately arrested and is actually being driven away to some kind of processing facility or something like that. So standing by for a sec just to see that post and forfeit process. Was it 16 including John?
It was either 15 or 16. I still didn't get the whether it included Joan because they kept going back and forth on it. Do you want to go to PP or?
If you want to, yeah. That's like your Union Station, right? If it's the one that I'm thinking of. Yeah, I saw. I agree. It would be nice to have a shot of Brandon. Because that would have been an unannounced thing.
Yeah.
Do you know if they're civil disobedience or if it's
Oh, that's me. I assume she has something.
All this has already been set up because Brian was personally doing that.
How much prep does it really take? I wonder what they're actually working on.
I love the adorable little yellow line that they performatively have to have up to make sure you're no, protesters stay here.
Yeah,
stay over there.
You're in the pen. Yeah.
It's really just dividing it for them. I mean, I see them do that all the time, and I'm like, what are we doing?
helps count.
I just love all of the sales, how much money is just sitting there in taxpayer dollars.
Well, like they're recovering 50 each.
Yeah.
50 per head. I remember that. I mean, that used to be a police fundraiser. The Kavanaugh hearings. But like, they could the Capitol Police.
Yeah,
could
but
make,
compared
like,
to
10 grand
the
in a day.
compared to the overtime though, that's like overtime for like 5 officers.
For 5 officers for 1 hour.
Yeah, exactly.
We have a late arrival from Penguin 6.
We would have had 16.
Is that because he walks a little bit like a thing? Maybe it's just
He's
because he's
Vasco,
all in
that's
black
funny.
and has a white, but he's like.
That's funny.
So this is kind of a two. They wanted to get collared anyway. They told us that yesterday. They just wanted their little guys.
It's like a little get together.
Have you read anything that Ken Klippenstein got, like documents and stuff like that?
Oh, I
briefly
saw. Yeah, I saw that happened. I haven't really. Didn't you get the leak memo that said like we now feel that we can move more into this? Like,
Yeah, I think so.
yeah. Like, without probable cause or emergency.
I think
It's
so.
like,
Yeah, I haven't.
Like,
yeah.
here are the 3 reasons you're supposed to have for law enforcement to enter a house. And they're like, check this out.
We told him don't come past like this area. We're getting into our. And he's like, yep. And now like
The bare minimum probable cause.
Maybe cause. Sure, why not?
It's
cause.
not. It's not right. Yeah, it's cause. It's not probable.
Yeah.
It's just cause.
I
It's
mean,
because.
I mean, in the
It's not cause.
arguing in front of the judge, be like anything is probable in the length of time, in the length of human history. Like, the whole like monkeys typing on typewriters like for a million
Yeah,
years will eventually type Shakespeare.
They didn't
like,
say
type
how
of thing.
probable.
Like, was there a criminal at some space and time in that house that we could have followed that we didn't? Yes.
I drove past this.
You missed it.
I know. I drove past this to get Jack Smith. I was 10 minutes late for Jack Smith. And then I get the
no,
message.
you
Then
missed both.
Someone's like, oh yeah, they're arresting him now.
Apparently, we're missing a thing at a Planned Parenthood that's happening too.
Or the one up on Northeast.
Maybe.
I guess so. I'm still waiting to hear back.
That's the one
what
they
they're
always
doing.
protest up by
Yeah.
Union Market.
Yeah. Were you aware? I didn't. I
was
didn't
not
know
aware.
about that until in real time.
But they do that every year. Any interesting visuals?
The guy in the coat all the way on the left is Randall Terry, the founder of
Oh, yeah.
Operation Rescue.
Boy, he's old.
Yeah. Yeah. So, literally just kind of waiting for the shot of them processing him.
We got a police officer funeral coming by.
Oh no shit.
Yeah. I don't. It's going to 1D station, which
Wow.
is down on M. So
Which
it's a-
agency? Which specific one?
It's a DC cop, Terry Bennett, who got ran over by the car on Christmas Eve, basically.
Oh.
He died like a week ago.
Yeah, so
So we're gonna have a full-on cop procession. Just check DC police traffic.
Okay.
Oh, he's turned around.
no, you're good. It's DC Rescue, which is part of DC APO.
Gray haired guy, right?
The Teresa is on the left.
Yeah.
Stuff is technically by our policy.
Which one's the one that got pardoned by Trump?
So Joan Andrews Bell was the one person here who refused to cooperate and was actually taken away in the van. She had been pardoned by Trump. Herb Garrity is somewhere around here, but I don't think he. Do you remember if he was arrested? No, he was.
I remember they pointed out somebody else, but I don't see them there.
There's a few Trump pardonees who have been involved here, but I'm not sure if any of them are. Oh, the pastor, isn't the guy who's like the friar in the robes who has a sweatshirt on over it? I thought that he was arrested, and he's a Trump pardonee.
I call this Kager Day. This is like, all right, you can get a ticket, or you can go to jail.
They're making them pay next tomorrow.
Yeah, they added like a little step to that to make it like just a little bit more annoying for them. Because they were like, well, some of us won't do it if we have to like come back tomorrow. And the police were like, well, then you could just not.
Yeah, they actually said, what numbers do you need? Like, because he wanted numbers. I don't know if you caught that. One of the officers said, because he was saying, well, we need numbers, because the press and whatever. And then the officer said, well, what numbers do you need? So I'm like, oh, it's nice how they're helpful. You can just arrest some people if you want.
So they haven't even started processing?
Yeah, no.
They've been
just
doing
like
something
20
on the
minutes.
laptop for a while now. A Wi-Fi problem.
Bobby Kennedy turned it off because he's like, well, Wi-Fi, it's getting in my brain.
I can read their screens.
I know. It's funny because they moved us from over there.
Building security didn't want us there, so now we're...
Because, well, security risk. And I'm like, okay, I'm not going to say anything.
Oh, there's the gal with the megaphone right there.
That is very possible.
I see her with the piggies over here.
Yeah. There we go.
And the first ones.
Oh, yeah.
Last person.
I feel like it would make sense for them to do that.
Just do it alphabetically.
Maybe that's the dividing line. If you're after Ed.
There we go. Thank you. You're shooting a documentary, so.
He's like talking about audio settings.
I think the lab mic probably isn't reaching. I don't know what the range
Oh my
is
God.
on the DJI mic that they have.
We had our first murder the other day.
In how long?
21 days.
Wow, first in 3 weeks.
It's unreal. We have not had a murder in 21 days. I mean, PG County had like 6, which is across the road.
I'm gonna risk it and go. I don't have an angle. I'm gonna walk that way.
Okay.
I just want to tell you.
Yeah, no, I'll do the same. And then I'd be kind of clear to go whenever.
God damn it, man.
He'll move.
Got it. Thank you. Sorry.
See if I can get her. Sorry.
Okay, so as you can see, that's basically wrapping up with the Capitol Police doing the post and forfeit process, as you see behind me. Again, approximately 15 anti-abortion activists arrested, doing their post and forfeit. One person, Joan Andrews Bell, who had previously been pardoned by President Trump, was handcuffed and taken away in a van, particularly in her case choosing not to sort of cooperate with her own arrest. But with that, like, share, subscribe. I'm going to end the live stream here. There may be additional coverage today depending on what else is going on, but tomorrow is the National March for Life, which I also always cover and see what types of groups show up out there. So with that, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff.